This is TechCrunch.
The iPhone 16 took center stage at Apple's Glow Time event, but the most interesting tidbit came from a different line entirely. Indeed, among a sea of new hardware came an intriguing software update to one already on the market, the AirPods Pro 2. Apple announced that its most premium earbuds would double as an over-the-counter hearing aid, courtesy of a software update pending approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. The FDA on Thursday announced that it has granted what it calls the first over-the-counter OTC hearing aid software device hearing aid feature. Specifically, it has approved the software update that enables that functionality. Hearing loss is a significant public health issue impacting millions of Americans, the FDA's Michelle Tarver notes in a statement. Today's marketing authorization of an over-the-counter hearing aid software on a widely used consumer audio product is another step that advances the availability, accessibility, and acceptability of hearing support for adults with perceived mild to moderate hearing loss. The news was made possible in part by the FDA's October 2022 move to allow for the sale of hearing aids without a prescription. That move has given rise to a new industry of more easily accessible hearing devices. Earlier this week, TechCrunch went hands-on with a demo version of Apple's new hearing test. The feature will be accessible via settings in iOS 18 when a pair of AirPods 2 are connected. Users will have to receive a result of mild to moderate hearing loss in order to take advantage of the new feature. Alternately, they can also upload test results from a doctor. The hearing aid functions by adjusting different frequency levels in order to amplify key sounds, such as the human voice. Human children generally learn to tie their shoes by age 5 or 6. Robots, on the other hand, have been working on the problem for decades. In a new paper, Google DeepMind researchers showcase a method for teaching robots to perform a range of dexterous tasks, including tying a shoe, hanging a shirt, and even fixing fellow robots. DeepMind employed a new learning platform, ALOHA Unleashed, paired with its simulation program, DemoStart, to teach robots by watching humans. The research primarily showcases how systems can learn to perform complex, dexterous tasks from a visual demonstration. It's easy to see, however, how this could be put into practice, particularly in assisting those with accessibility issues. Google announced on Thursday that it's introducing new wallet updates for travelers and commuters. Most notably, Google Wallet will soon start beta testing the ability to create a digital ID from your U.S. passport. The ID pass will work at select TSA checkpoints when traveling domestically. In addition to TSA checkpoints, Google says it's working with partners to make digital IDs acceptable in more situations, such as car rentals, account recovery, and identity verification. You will be able to create an ID pass by selecting the Create an ID Pass with your U.S. passport option in the Google Wallet app. You will be asked to scan the security chip in the back of your passport. Then, you need to take a selfie video to verify your identity. Google says it takes a few minutes for your ID pass to be ready. Google stresses the importance of carrying your physical ID, noting that a digital ID is not a replacement for your actual ID. In addition to the digital ID news, Google announced that people in the U.S. can now add select prepaid commuter benefit cards to Google Wallet, starting with Edenred and Health Equity. Plus, the company says it's working to bring transit and payment companies to provide mobile payments to more users around the world. Google Wallet is also adding a new feature that will automatically import your transit tickets from your Gmail booking confirmations. Soon, you will be able to view live train status updates from your ticket in the app. As for state-issued IDs and driver's licenses, users in Iowa, New Mexico, and Ohio will join the growing list of states where people are able to save their ID in Wallet in the coming months. Google also announced that users will now receive notifications when a pass changes or gets a message. For instance, you might get a notification if the assigned seat on your boarding pass changes or if your favorite coffee shop has a new daily special. The White House says several major AI vendors have committed to taking steps to combat nonconsensual deepfakes and child sexual abuse material. Adobe, Cohere, Microsoft, Anthropic, OpenAI, and data provider Common Crawl said that they'll responsibly source and safeguard the datasets they create and use to train AI from image-based sexual abuse. These organizations, minus Common Crawl, also said that they'll incorporate feedback loops and strategies in their dev processes to guard against AI generating sexual abuse images. And they, again, minus Common Crawl, said that they will commit to removing nude images from AI training datasets when appropriate and depending on the purpose of the model. The commitments are self-policed, it's worth noting. Many AI vendors opted not to participate, example, Midjourney, Stability AI, etc., and OpenAI's pledges in particular raise questions, given that CEO Sam Altman said in May that the company would explore how to responsibly generate AI porn. The White House nonetheless touted them as a win in its broader effort to identify and reduce the harm of deepfake nudes. That's all for now. For more stories like this one, visit TechCrunch.com.